Alright guys, welcome back for today's WOD. Today, Friday, we're going to be hitting up a workout called COVID Friday. It's going to be an AMRAP. As we know, it's as many rounds and reps as possible. And the allotted time, 18 minutes. It's going to be an 18-minute session with weights, if you have them. If you do not have the luxury of weights, we also have an added one without weights. It's going to be an odd object of your choice, be it a book bag, be it a duffel bag, anything like that, right? So first we're gonna go over the 18-minute AMRAP with weights. It's gonna be 10 dumbbell swings, followed by 10 single arm dumbbell push presses, followed by 10 sit-ups. After that, you're gonna go back. It's gonna be plus 10 repetitions for every round. So after this round, we're gonna go back to the top again, and then it's gonna be 20 dumbbell swings, 20 single arm dumbbell push presses, and 20 sit-ups. And then after that, it's going to go to the next round. It's going to be 30 dumbbell swings, 30 single arm dumbbell push presses, and 30 sit-ups, all right? You're going to keep going up and up, every, like 10 rounds every round, up until the 18 minutes is up, basically, all right? And then that's going to be the total number of reps, and everything is going to be your score, your total score at the end, and you're going to post that up, all right? The movements, let's go over this real quick. The dumbbell swings. Grab any dumbbell. This dumbbell, remember, here is going to be pretty much kind of like the other replacement of a kettlebell swing, except you don't have the kettlebell swing. You can always use a dumbbell as well. So for this starting position, the dumbbell is going to start right under you. You're going to go under and go into a bit of a hinge-like position. Go down and grab the dumbbell, right? We're gonna come right back up into what we call full hip extension, right? So basically, if this is your hip a bit flexed, what we're gonna get is full hip extension up and out this way, all right? This whole midline right here, from starting from the hip all the way up to the top of my shoulder is in alignment. That's full hip extension, all right? So down here, and then back up into full hip extension, and the swing itself is going to look like this. It's not going to be a squat. It's not going to be a squat into a full extension. It's going to be a bit of a hip hinge, which means basically the hip is coming back, and it's going to look a little bit like this. Guys, for this particular move, it doesn't necessarily matter that your torso itself, like from the shoulders to the hips, is completely vertical. What matters is that it's aligned straight. So you can go lean forward as well. You can lean forward as well with the dumbbell, as long as, again, there is no misalignment. You're not arching the back or anything. You're not hyperextending the back either. Nice and straight, all right? A good way to know we're hyperextending the back a lot of times. We're coming back too much, we're coming arched back too much when our core is not engaged properly, and we're rounding out too much when our glutes are not engaged properly, all right? We fix both of those and we're aligned perfectly where we should be, all right? So that's gonna be with the dumbbells. Then we're gonna go single arm dumbbell push press. Anytime we're doing push press. This move, basically, we're going to bring up to about here. Once we are about here, we're going to do what we call a push press. So now now that we have actually dumbbells, this actually gives us the luxury of not being fixated with a bar. So we don't have, we're kind of fixated to like a certain grip. But with the dumbbells, we have the luxury of coming into alignment with our scapular plane, which is at about a 45-degree angle. So basically means you shouldn't be flared out over here, but try and be flared out over here. You see how my elbows are lined up at a 45-degree angle? That's actually perfect for the shoulder joint and everything, right? And push press strictly means, if this would be a strict press, all right? This basically means push press coming in with a little bit of a dip in the knees, not a squat into the knees, but a dip, and then push up, all right? down, and then push up, down, and then push up. This arm is up and out for a little bit of balance, and the feet again are going to be a little wider than hip width apart. Going to be about shoulder width apart. Keep yourself from hyperextending or from going forward. You're just going to engage the glutes and the core at the same time. Drive up, and then drive up. And we're breathing out on exertion. Anytime we are exerting any kind of force, we are exerting and we are pushing out, we're breathing, we're regulating blood pressure, we're making sure that everything is alleviating the blood pressure as much as possible. Otherwise, you could wind up breathing wrong, you could wind up even fainting if you're not breathing right. That's another story. 10 sit-ups. The sit-ups are gonna look like this. What we're gonna do, you're gonna grab an ab mat. If you don't have an ab mat, of course, you can Okay, no ab mat. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna have our feet in a diamond-like position. The whole purpose of this is so basically traditional sit-ups were kind of lined up this way. The whole point of this kind of activates, this kind of allows our hip flexors, which are attached, the entire front portion of our side, and attaches all the way to the back of our hip. And our hip flexors basically help us drive this motion here. By doing this, we're kind of taking that out of the process. So we're engaging we're forcing our core to work a lot more than it probably would otherwise. We're gonna come down to here, and then straight back up, all right? Back down, back up. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you could always back down, cross your arms across the chest. That one's down, you gotta go with some momentum, and then back up, all right? Remember, you're raising up 10 reps every single round, okay? If, for whatever reason, you don't have luxury of having the dumbbells, the entire thing with, again, the duffel bag is completely fine. Okay, you're gonna grab these on the side, add a little bit of weight to them. Same thing from here, or you can grab this on the side as well. All right. Same thing, going up into full hip extension, which is here, and then swinging up. Really important, guys, when the bag is up here, you're not necessarily gripping the bag the entire way, because that kind of, or when you're with the dumbbell either, because your grip, holding onto it that long, will kind of kill your grip after a while. So as it's suspended in the air, you're kind of like letting it float in the air a little bit. As it's coming back down, which takes a little bit of practice, of course. As it's coming back down, you're slowly gripping it again. So right about this point is when you're gripping it full, and then when it comes back up, which should be with the momentum of your hips, you're coming back up and then slowly letting it kind of suspend in the air a little bit, and then letting it come back down. Or you could just grip it the entire time if that's what you feel safe with. Just know your forearms are gonna get shot and they're gonna die out a lot faster that way. All right? Let's see. Remember, when we're doing single arm dumbbell push presses, try and alternate the arms. You can do 5 with one, 5 with the other, so on and so forth. You always start with the weaker arm first. If your left arm would be the weaker arm, you're starting with the left arm first, and then you're starting with the right arm. The reason why is because we don't want to, and if 3 is all you can do with one arm, then you're going to do 3 with the other, and you're going to keep going until you hit 10. The reason why is we don't want to misbalance any one of our arms. We're always working to the weaker arm first, all right? Single arms, sit-ups, yep. Plus 10 every round without weights. Use any odd objects. Once you get past the 18-minute round, remember, keep track of all your rounds and the amount of repetitions that you have in, and that's your total allotted score, all right? You can post it up on Facebook again. Join us on Verrazano CrossFit Online, and post up on Spotify. Just make sure you guys have fun at the same time, all right? This is Coach Abe. It's good seeing you guys again. Have fun, and I'll see you guys till next time.